the counter coup had no effect in Enugu. It had effect in Lagos, in everywhere except Enugu. And that was because some troops in 1st Battalion, which was at Enugu, heard about or had wind about the coup coming in, that's the counter coup, and seized the armory. The armory is where they kept arms. They seized it, and so when Northerners came to take over the armory, they were arrested. And those Northerners, including Yaradua, the Yaradua that is dead now, I joined the Nigerian Army when it was called Royal Nigerian Army, and I attended as a pioneer of the Nigerian Military Training College, which was at Kaduna. I attended it for 6 months, and from there I was chosen as one of the 5 people sent to Sandhurst. So I went to Sandhurst with Akine Ade, if you remember Akine Ade, who is now a Lieutenant General, Owokwe, who is already dead, Ihedibo, an ex-CIC like myself, and a Romobo with me. These are the people who went to Sandhurst. Normally the best 5 were sent to Sandhurst, and I was lucky to be among the best 5. That's it. So we went to Sandhurst, and I want to be brief because I have a lot of things to say about myself, both right and wrong. So I went to Sandhurst. From there I came back to Nigeria. No, I went to a place called Chatham, to do military engineering, and it was for 1 year. And after that I came back to Nigeria, and Nigerian Army sent me to America. So I went to Fort Belvoir in Virginia to do career engineer officer career course. So that's what happened. After that I came back to Nigeria in 1965, and lo and behold, things were not going well in the country. You remember the 1964 elections and all that? There were some reverberations with regard to the goings on in the country that were not doing well for Nigeria. So I got involved in the coup of January 66, for which I was detained by Ironsi. I was detained in Lagos, Kirikiri, from Kirikiri to all sorts of prisons, including Enugu prison. And by July 1966, I was at Abakaliki prison. I wasn't the only one. We were about 28 of us anyway. So I was detained there, and then there was July coup. Unfortunately, the second coup came in July, end of July. That is after which the emergence of Gowon became a fait accompli. So Ironsi was killed by Northerners who did the July counter coup. Ojukwu, who was the governor of the East, decided that he will release us from prison. So I was released with Nzogo and other people who were not killed by the Northern Thugs when they struck in July 1966. And that is because we were held in the East. And typical of coups, the coup, and that was because some troops in 1st Battalion, which was at Enugu, heard about or had wind about the coup coming in, that's a counter coup, and seized the armory. The armory is where they kept arms. They seized it, and so when Northerners came to take over the armory, they were arrested. And those Northerners, including Yaradua, the Yaradua that is dead now, a lot of them, and Ojukwu was consulted, because at that time he was hiding in the police headquarters, but eventually he was consulted, and he used those people arrested, those Northerners arrested, as a bargaining chip to get our people who were in the north, who were arrested in the north, released and brought home. The only thing is that when the Northerners in the east were going home, they were allowed to go home with their personal weapons, whereas those of our people who were in the north, who were allowed to go, were not allowed to go with their personal weapons. In any case, they were lucky they had their lives with them. So that's it. After that, then the war came.